Good.
It's okay.
He
Don't be
good.
snacking
like shit. I know you just.
I'm good.
Just don't be messing.
Got me hungry.
Let's take this one away and see what happens.
Right, just don't be messing here.
Right.
I'm good.
But all right, y'all. Welcome back to another episode, Mad Ghost Podcast, Season 2, Episode 2. Yeah, you already know. But we back, man. So what's up, fellas?
Oh, nothing much. Interesting weekend.
I've been chilling, man. How y'all been? Straight. What made the weekend so interesting?
Going out.
What happened?
Some college kid tried to fight me at a club.
Trying to fight Khalifa.
Oh, this should be good.
What happened?
So, you know how we were going out to Looney's, right?
Uh-huh.
And I was taking a video of Wes and dancing because he wanted to post it on his story.
Uh-huh.
So I was taking a video, and I guess this kid thought I was recording his friend, some short motherfucker. He looked like a fucking 12-year-old at Looney's. And then he's like, "Why are you fucking recording my friend, man? Why are you recording my friend, man?"
Bruh.
For real, he got up on you?
That, man. I was just like, wait, back away.
He really got up on you?
Yeah. He got up on me. I was like, bro, back away.
What was his ethnicity?
What do you think?
Hey, yo.
What you doing, man?
Hey, yo.
What happened after that?
Nah, security came and got the guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He probably was drunk.
No, he was drunk. But immediately
Looney's
after,
got
they
some
all
strong-ass drinks, bro.
rolled out. Because they're clearly not of age to be drinking. Clearly.
How the hell did they get in Looney's then? Well, you can actually no.
Bro,
You can get in
you
Looney's.
can finesse.
You can get in Looney's without being of
Yeah, they
age.
probably
They
got
just
fake
don't.
IDs.
Yeah, they just don't. Probably that too. They probably got fake IDs.
Yeah, when I was in Texas, yeah, you just get in if you're underage, but you have to get.
No, they gave you a wristband.
Yeah, they give you wristbands, but I think if you're underage, they actually like write in your hand with some
Mark it.
marker or some shit.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
But
They do
let-
that at Looney's too. Like they like stamp your wrist.
Yeah.
But yeah. Hey man.
What you doing, man?
So what was your thought process when like Broly like stepped up on you? What was that? What was that like?
No, for real.
No, it was just
Terrifying.
like, if he does anything, I'm knocking him the fuck out. Just because I'm nice doesn't mean I can't fight. I'm like,
He said if he does anything, I'm gonna
Believe
knock
that.
him the fuck out.
Believe that.
So wait, you was recording Wes. What did he say about that?
He was probably drunk at that
drunk.
point.
Oh
All of
my
them were
God.
drunk.
The video I saw, he looked like he was drunk.
There ain't nothing worse when like you about to get into it and your boys are just like
drunk.
out of it to even
Too
like,
drunk, can't even read the situation.
Bro.
Nah, but Looney's got some strong ass drinks. So if they some young niggas that snuck in there, I know they was in town.
nah, they
Because
were.
they don't
Nah,
be
for
putting
real.
no juice. They just be putting straight
Straight
liquor.
alcohol.
And also,
bro.
there was
They
this
be
guy-
tasting like liquor when I
Straight
drink that.
lit,
now.
bruh.
Bro, college kids.
Bartenders be showing love in there.
Hell yeah.
They do.
Hell yeah.
Shit.
And then there was this one guy who came up on me and he was like,
And it's so funny. It's so funny because Khalifa doesn't drink.
no, what is wrong with you? And then that same night, that same guy got up on a girl, kissing all over her face. She was trying to get him to leave her. He was like, "Leave me alone, leave me alone." And then he was like,
Ugly.
with his ugly ass. And then this motherfucker grabbed her, and then they fell off of the chair. Bow.
People be sloppy drunk, bro.
Yeah.
And then he tried to follow her out. The bouncer stopped him. And then he was like, "Come on, man, what the fuck?"
The hell he thought he was doing? He thought he was going home to some
I thought he was
buns.
about to go pour milk.
No,
Facts.
for real.
Nah,
No,
that's
those,
crazy.
those college kids are wild.
Yeah.
And they'll get knocked the fuck out. On God.
But to tap into the topic of the day.
How y'all feel about what's going on in the news?
Oh God.
Man,
It's sad. But
I feel like it's 2020 all over again.
it's not just black people that get abused. That's the crazy part about it.
We're the majority though.
It looks skewed, but the way it is the news only likes reporting incidents of black people. Because Hispanic people are right next to black people in terms of that. And then
But we can only
white
go off what we
people,
see.
And then Asian people are the least. Like, police brutality right now, it's insane. And the numbers are going up for every demographic.
I just really wonder, but why though? What the
No,
fuck?
it's the training. Most 100% the training.
The amount of training an average cop get per year is like let's think about it like this, right? If you're in the military, if you're infantry, you're only doing. If you're not actively deployed, majority of the time you're training. You're training.
Right.
And a little bit of cutting grass. And if you're a cop, you're not training as often as you should be. It comes down to it, like an average cop probably gets like they just do the bare minimum to qualify with their weapons, pass their physical tests, and then that's it. Very few you actually see like. So I remember somebody said like each cop should at least be like a purple belt. I think that's the one he said, and like jujitsu. Like at least they know how to actually do like
defend themselves.
Yeah,
like with their hands.
Because it makes no sense why 5 guys still couldn't put hands behind somebody's back. Like it's
and that guy was pretty skinny too.
And
he was like slender. Yeah, he was slender.
So, granted, I hear that he was on drugs. Okay. Well, that's,
the skateboarder dude. What was his name again?
Name.
It was like
the same guy.
Yeah, we gotta be the most recent one.
Yeah,
okay, yeah.
Tyrese.
Okay, yeah. I heard.
Is that his name?
I heard.
Like
I heard he was on drugs. I
can't confirm.
I'm sure we're talking about the same guy.
But yeah, it was like
5 guys can't put his hands on his back.
I mean, they had him. They had him already restrained and everything.
Yeah, all they had to do was put handcuffs on him.
Yeah.
And granted, he was resisting the handcuffs, but still, you telling me 5 guys,
5 police officers, 5 trained police officers,
5 guys, pause, like can't
take down a dude on drugs.
Like,
them dudes be strong though. But
I mean, but it's not even like it's like a one-on-one situation. It's 5 guys, 5
facts,
grown men.
But let me say something. Like, but I didn't watch the whole thing.
I couldn't even find the video. I tried to watch it.
It was kind of crazy. It was kind of crazy for me to watch the whole thing. Yeah. But like, I think for what I saw, like they already had him. So I guess he tried to run and they chased him and they had him pinned down. And because of their frustration of having to chase him, like, you know.
Yeah, one white officer said, "Stomp him."
Yeah, and you know, it's just I honestly, like, you know, it's like we look at it when white folks do it, you know, as officers, and we want to be outraged and, you know, want to go protest and then, you know, everything. And then people are talking about, you know, black people do it to each other and everything. But it was just different kind of watching like these African American cops just
do that, yeah.
Because it comes to
their backgrounds too.
It comes from a sense like you get desensitized to the world.
I think that's what fucked me up the most. It was five black officers.
But
all of them were black.
But it comes from like you get desensitized to your environment, right? Imagine this: like you're a cop, you're already dealing with the worst of the worst almost on a daily basis, right? So you would get desensitized to probably like people's excuses, people's bullshit, people's pains. Because, you know, I'm pretty sure like your average cop, you're trying to arrest somebody, he's screaming and he's bullshit because, you know, you barely touching them. I'm pretty sure average cops go through that. But like, it's still kind of hard to make the excuse why you need 5 guys and a 6th guy coming out of left field with a soccer kick to like handle my mans. So
yeah, you could.
My thing is, go ahead.
I just don't. There's no way to justify that with me at least. 5 officers, bro.
Yeah, you can't.
One guy.
Yeah.
You can't.
And he's not armed. Nah, bro.
You can't make that.
I can't make no excuse for that.
I can't see people making.
There's a better way to handle that. It's 5 trained, quote unquote, trained officers.
Now, no, but if someone is on acid, they have superhuman strength.
Bro, but 5 officers is unarmed.
It's not like he's standing.
Yeah, I know.
He's already down.
Like there's no.
But my thing is, like, and you had mentioned like, you know, with all races it happens. But my thing is, why is it with black people we literally get treated like animals, especially like when it comes to black men? Because I saw this on First Take this morning. Stephen A was talking about Nancy Pelosi, I think the 3rd or 4th in line to be president. Her husband was brutally attacked with a hammer by a guy. And the officers had conversation with him.
But also, you have to look at where it happened.
But
San Francisco is a lot
but still,
more liberal.
but still, it don't matter. No. Take where it happened and all that out of the question.
A hammer, bro.
No, a hammer. Yeah.
Take all of that out of the question. Because think of it. A white guy with a hammer that bashed her husband in the face in front of them.
They had a conversation with that.
And they had a conversation with him.
Was a
Now
black
you're
guy,
talking
bro?
about location, right? Take that same location. Put a black guy that looks like me, and I bashed his head with a hammer. You think I'm getting a conversation?
I think there's a lot of
I want him to answer. You think I'm getting a conversation?
Yes or no?
Yes or no? No. Yes or no?
I don't know. I don't know.
What
I
you mean
can't
you
say.
don't
What do you mean you don't know?
There's a lot of variables.
Khalifa.
There's a lot of
variables.
There's a lot of, no offense to you,
Nah.
there's a lot of context that you're
Nah.
not applying there.
Nah.
You gotta remember who.
See, you're trying to justify.
No,
it.
I'm not trying to justify
There's a
it.
lot of variables that you're not accounting for. Who made the call was Pelosi's husband, if I remember correctly. Who answered the door was Pelosi's husband, if I remember correctly. Both the guys were at the door perfectly calm. That's when one attacked the other. And I think it was the husband who had the hammer first. So it's a lot of context.
Nancy
missing there.
Pelosi's husband had the hammer.
If I remember correctly, he had the hammer. And then he also had no pants on too. So the cops were coming into the situation looking like...
The guy had the hammer. He bashed his head in with the hammer.
I don't remember a lot about this situation. Honestly, I don't care about them. But it's a lot of missing context about what's going on. I think they did just release the body cam footage.
Yeah, there's a video. That's what I'm saying. There's a video. Why I'm saying
and also,
you're justifying.
they're politicians.
No.
I'm not justifying. They're politicians. The situation
this is the
gonna
third person in line for presidency. You telling me that a black person intrudes in that house and bashes him in the head? They're sitting down. They're gonna have a conversation with them before they take him in. Is that what you're telling
I'm saying is San Francisco, their training is a lot different than Memphis for the police. Literally, a guy.
Wow,
a lady,
Khalifa.
and they just
Bro,
took
fuck
him
the
in.
training, bro.
Wow.
No, it is.
No, you kind of just pissed me off.
No, that's
Fuck
the
the
truth.
no, I
You
hear
just
I
pissed
get
me
it.
off.
But fuck the training part. Do you think a black person in that situation is getting conversation?
I don't know.
No. From this conversation,
know.
Drop the hammer.
Her husband, Paul, answers, clutching a hammer with David DePape. Moments later, Pelosi is struck in the head with it and ends up unconscious on the floor. Security camera video was also released, showing DePape earlier smashing through the back door, along with the 911 call where Pelosi is discreetly asking for help.
Well, there's a gentleman here just waiting for my wife to come back. Nancy Pelosi.
223
He's just waiting for her to come back because she's not going to be here.
Conversation, you've shown me that you've never been touched or you've never went through police brutality at all, which I understand. Like, you really don't understand what's going on. Like me personally, I grew up in PG. I went through police brutality myself, and I've witnessed it. But you're showing me that you've not had any experience. You're inexperienced. So I see why you're trying to say, all right, let's give the demographics and everything. But whether it's in PG, whether it's in Memphis, whether it's in San Francisco, what I know is if I was at that house and that body cam footage showed that dude bashing her husband's head in, they're not sitting and having a conversation with me.
I feel like there's a leap being made. Like, I don't want to make this.
I don't know the full story. I just know what I see on the news, bro.
Like, and that's the thing about it, because
A nigga ain't getting a
and you got to
conversation.
think about it. So
There was a video of him.
A nigga ain't getting a
he
conversation,
literally
bro.
hit him crack in the skull,
Yeah,
like
so
right
have
here.
they ever said who that guy
In front-
was? How did he get into the house?
No,
Okay, so that's a very valid question. As you said before, this is the house of the third in line to the presidency. How did the stranger get in? Because he has security cameras there, and they have security. How did he get in the first place? We ain't talking about no random crackhead. He knows them. He knows them. By the way, I think the husband said he was a friend. They know them. So that changes the context of what we're talking about. We're not talking about a regular Joe Smoke breaking into somebody's house and then trying to rob them.
Let me say
We
this.
don't know what's going on. There's a lot of missing context going on with that story. That's
See,
all I'm trying to say.
Let me
I'm
say
only
this. Let me
responding
say
to
this.
the- I'm
Let me
only
say this.
responding to the example y'all gave.
Let me say
I
this.
didn't watch it myself.
Let's say, all right, that's a family member, right?
Okay.
Let's take that same scenario and make it black.
Okay.
If A black
Are we still talking about the third in line to the presidency, though?
Even if it wasn't even third in line of presidency, but let's make it exactly that scenario.
Okay.
Third in line to presidency, and a black dude took a hammer and cracked. It could be the husband, the black wife, Kamala, whatever. They just have status. You think they having a conversation with that black dude compared to the white dude?
I think they're going to try to restrain them and separate them. So, yeah, I think they're going to talk to them afterwards.
My thing
wait,
is,
are you assuming the situation will play? I'm thinking from your perspective. You think the situation is going to come out like this?
Question
like,
is,
I'm coming in your house. I'm going to hit you over the head with my hammer, and the cops are going to immediately just
no. The cops literally watch you hit you. The cops was there. The body cam showed.
I haven't watched the body cam films, but from what I'm assuming, what you're thinking was going to happen, as soon as you hit them with the hammer, they're just going to blast.
Yeah, like
that's not how they do. That's not.
No,
I don't think they're gonna shoot him.
You don't even shoot him. Like tase him or something. Like try to put him.
So
like,
what did happen then?
They literally showed up. What I saw from the video was they literally showed up.
Okay.
On the body cam, the guy with the hammer, and Pelosi's husband was standing there. And it showed him with the hammer, the guy that before he cracked him.
Okay, so I was wrong about that part. Go ahead.
So I don't know what the dialogue was, but all I saw in the body cam footage was he took the hammer and cracked him in the face.
And what did the cops do after that?
I didn't see after that, but
I think that part is important.
I literally heard, but Stephen A. literally said they were able to have a conversation with him.
Okay, he's skipping parts. That's the part that I'm upset about now.
He didn't skip parts. He just said the whole video.
We need to figure out what the cops did as soon as he
swung.
But what
I saw in the body cam is they didn't charge him though. They didn't charge him or try to stop him or anything.
Okay, that's the part. That's
what's killing me.
That's the part.
Because if it was a dude, if it was a black dude,
holding that hammer up,
even if it was a black dude, they wouldn't even have took the taser. They would have took the gun out first.
I'm not going to make comments on that, but however, I do think there's a key point that we need to figure out what was it the cops did as soon as the hammer was swung. That's it.
But the point
because
is,
we're at the
house. But the point is, what I'm trying to say,
he should have even had the opportunity to swing the hammer.
And even with that, if it was a black guy, he'd have been treated like an animal, like automatically put him down.
I don't believe that statement at all. And I'm talking to a guy. I don't believe the cops treat people like treat black people, particularly as animals. I don't think the cops care what we are. There's a difference between those two statements. Now, when I'm talking, I don't care about the skin tone when situations are black. I don't care. I don't really care.
You're talking for Leonard.
Yeah, for me specifically.
Okay.
Because the only reason why I'm saying they're treating that situation differently because they all know this is the house to the Speaker of the House. They're going to treat it differently, completely. They're going to treat it differently no matter what. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. If it was a regular Joe Smo's house, maybe. But we don't know.
I'm not saying that.
I don't know.
I'm not saying they would have.
Because I haven't watched the whole video to get context.
I'm not saying they would have shot the dude if he was black or whatever. I haven't even seen the video. All I'm saying is, homie should have never even had the opportunity to swing the hammer.
He shouldn't have been in the house in the first place if we want to go there.
They
were inside the house or outside?
They
were
inside
the house. They answered the door. I'm the husband. This is the guy with the hammer. That's how they answered.
And you're standing inside the house.
And he's the friend. He's the friend of them.
That has the hammer.
Yes, that's the friend. That's what I'm saying. There's a little bit of missing context. Of
the friend's Caucasian.
I don't know what the friend is. I think he is white. No, I think he is white.
But my thing is,
and one of us.
I'm with Kalu. I don't think he should have never had the opportunity to swing that hammer.
He's saying it's a misconception, but how does a white guy literally crack him in the face and not a scratch on him? Not a scratch on him. Not a scratch on him. But if it was a black guy, if it was a black guy that did that.
I think it would have went different.
My God.
I don't know if the police would have shot him on spot.
I'm not saying it would have went.
It probably would have.
That's what I'm assuming that you're saying, though.
It would have went different.
It probably wouldn't have even got.
I don't know if it would have went different because
he probably wouldn't even had the chance to swing it.
I'm still going off the basis. This is Speaker of the House's house, so we don't know what the hell's going on.
But my thing is, I don't even know if they knew it was the Speaker of the House.
Yes, they did know.
There's
no way. There's no way you could have went to this house and you did not know.
Is it on social media?
Well, because when you get a call, it's police dispatch. You get the call like it's a domestic dispute, all that. But it's quick. They're not about to take the time out to tell. Well, they could, but I don't think like they'll tell you like, oh, this is this like the who. It's like, all right, this is the address. It's a domestic dispute. They saying a guy wielding a hammer, whatever. And
remember on the phone call he said this is my friend too. By the way, everything's fine.
And then they come over. They do the welfare check and everything, and then. you know, everything.
I'm pretty
Pelosi-
sure-
At the
When
end
it
of the
comes to
day,
hype-
we're a Monday morning quarterbacking here. Like,
I gotta watch
that's
that
what
video.
we're doing.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would like to
Y'all
watch
obviously-
the. I would like to watch the.
Hey,
I had to
yo,
watch the
y'all
whole
opened
video.
my
It's clearly some
Because
pieces.
I'm not. To me personally, I'm not as biased. I'm not gonna say biased. I'm not as point blank black and white. Where it's like, oh, this would have happened, particularly if it's like if it was a black person. I don't like to go down that route.
That's a good
It
mentality
can
because
get
you want to
scary.
see some different way, but you have to also take into account.
But you also
the
got to
shit
take
that
into
you see on
account
the
we do
news
not
that's
leave
actually happening to niggas.
Right.
But that's the thing. Okay,
At this
I'm
point,
not.
I don't push it past them, bro.
And my-
Like,
I wouldn't put it past him, but I don't want to go down that route. I was like, this only happened because
no, of
it's
course
black.
not.
And
Of course
my
not.
thing
See
is,
stuff
my
from
thing
different
is, I
perspectives.
can be very, very understanding. I could be very, very to the point. You know me. I can see both sides
Right.
and everything. But when it comes to this topic, like, you know, yes, yeah, I do understand your free will to see both sides. But at the end of the day, like, I'm gonna keep it real. From my experience, if I'm walking down the street, I'm going to look more than a threat than White Johnny looking down the street,
That's fact.
whether I like it or not. Because we don't live in a perfect world. We don't live in a black and white world. Oh, he's just the same guy walking down the street like White Johnny. No.
Right.
The police gonna see me as a threat.
Look at Trayvon
before-
Martin as a perfect
They gonna
example,
see me,
bro. Like,
we it's not. We could go
Niggas
back
can't even
all
take
the
a late
way,
night jog.
all the way to Rodney King. We could go all the way back to Emmett Till. Like it's in our history. It's in the
Yeah.
American blood.
Wait, can
Yeah.
we point
Like,
out? Wait,
you
can
know-
we just point out there was a difference between Rodney King and Trayvon Martin? Please.
we know that.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure
But-
they're not.
but-
There's two
but-
completely different
but-
situations.
But
Okay,
they
I'm just
trying
gonna
to
make sure.
they trying to make everything so technical and everything, but they're not understanding like
Because there's differences
at
in every situation.
At the end of the day, when a cop, let me not generalize a cop, but most Caucasians that that are enforcement are gonna see me as a threat before they see White Johnny as a threat. I'm a 25-year-old male, African American male. I
Yeah.
pay my taxes. I'm a law-abiding citizen.
Right.
White Johnny is a 25-year-old male. He pays his taxes. He's a law-abiding citizen. But
I'm the
I'm
threat.
going to be looked at
Yeah.
as the threat before White
That's
Johnny.
the
And
sad
that's
truth.
literally
That's the sad
literally the
truth.
truth of the matter. I just accept that.
Just
I have a
You know?
question.
But I mean, but literally show me where you could
And
prove
I'm
me
not
wrong.
saying, and I'm
I
not.
know. I have a question. On average, what do you think is the average number of African Americans killed unarmed by cops?
I don't know the exact statistic of that.
It's like less than 50, if I remember correctly.
Less than 50%
Less than 50 people.
people.
So that says a lot, if you ask me.
I mean, you said unarmed.
Unarmed African Americans killed by cops. Less than 50 people. I think that says a lot about some of the mentality that goes against cops. And this is coming from a person that I despise cops. I have different reasons to despise cops. I don't despise cops because of the whole racial
society,
issue.
right.
I despise cops for actual actions that they commit that I can prove and I can point to. I don't like I said, I don't go down the route of like this. You're only doing this because this person's white. You're only doing this because this person's black. I got legit reasons why I would despise cops.
I want to kind of not correct you, but I want to like kind of make something clear.
Okay.
We're not saying that. Well, I'm speaking for Abdul. I'm not saying that. Yeah, I'm speaking for myself. I'm not saying that. I look at situations and I'm just like black and white.
Yeah, yeah.
like
That's
that.
not, that's not what we're
there's
saying.
logic behind
That's
it,
not
I say.
what I'm
Okay,
saying
but
at
hold on.
all.
But when the statement is, if that was a black man, this would have happened differently. That's what you're actually making.
I think it would have
But
happened.
it would have
think
happened
it would
differently.
But we don't know.
It would have
that for
happened
sure. We don't know
differently.
that for
No,
sure.
listen,
because you have to add the
I'm
variables
talking
of
about
what's
stats,
going
right?
on.
You look at that stats,
Yes.
right? Look at the statistic of our history.
Yeah. That's
So,
what
like,
I'm, that's
how
what
can
I'm
you
getting.
not- how
What
can you
kind of
make-
statement is that the statistics of our history? Can you be more
That's broad.
specific of that? Yeah.
Literally look at the statistics
So,
of what
hold on.
what you're seeing out there, right?
Yes.
Do you see that happening with white folks on the news?
If
and
I
everything?
was to actually look it up and actually search for it, yes, I can.
You gotta search for
It's
it,
not-
right?
don't search
You gotta-
though. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
search
Yeah.
it.
But
Don't
wait,
search it.
We're
But
talking
this
about
is
what
it.
we
But-
see.
Yes,
First
but
of
there's
all,
a difference between what's actually happening and then what you see. Because at this point, you're only that means you're only caring because it's shown to you. You're not caring to what's actually happening then. You only care about what's in front of you. That's the difference between
I hear
what
what
I'm
you're saying. I
I'm
hear what
caring
you're
about
saying.
things that they're actually doing.
I hear what you're saying, but we're talking about something that was like broadcasted.
Yes.
in public. We didn't have to go searching for it.
Yes.
What do you see more being broadcasted?
Why is that? Okay, I
Answer my
agree.
question.
I agree with
Okay.
that.
What do you see more being broadcasted?
Okay, no, I agree with you on that.
Okay.
We
What
see a
one's
lot
more
more
abused?
black people
Let's
being
be
abused
honest.
by cops. But I've asked the question, why?
How the fuck we to know?
Okay, that's the thing.
But let me ask you this.
But like you said,
let me ask you
history,
this.
like-
Go ahead.
Not everything is broadcasted, right? Not everything's broadcasted,
Yes,
just like
yes,
you said.
obvious.
So do you believe that white folks deal with this issue more than black folks?
Or even equally? Fuck no, bro.
What is the, hold on, wait, I'm gonna
What are you
ask
thinking
It's not
about?
broadcasted.
what issue are we talking about specifically? Point to
Police
another.
brutality.
Police
Fuck
brutality.
no, bro.
You gotta.
It's not every, like you said, not everything is broadcasted. And Rodney King showed us that because that was something we dealt with in history. Like it's been
Yes.
ongoing.
Do you think
when
Go ahead.
Rodney King got broadcasted, that's when that's when the wave of everybody starting to broadcast and show more police brutality,
That's not true.
and everything.
That's not true.
It's not true.
Social media actually the reason why it's out is more
But
public now.
that's social media is the broadcaster. Like that's
Yes,
what broadcasts.
but it's the only reason why it's more
But
vocalized today
bystanders
is because
record the
we're able
video.
to see it way faster.
But
Other
that's
than
what I'm
that,
saying.
we would have not known
But I'm saying
that happened
Rodney
over there.
King was
One at a time, y'all.
the starter for that.
Yes, okay.
But long before nothing was broadcasted, it was just happening.
Right.
So I'm asking you, okay, a lot of this stuff today still isn't broadcasted, but do you think white folks deal with more police brutality than black folks?
Or even equally.
I
Or
would
even
have,
equally.
I would have to honestly look at the stats. That's my thing. I would have to look at the stats because I don't want to make a claim like that.
I haven't seen one.
The
I have not seen one white police brutality video. One.
Do
bro.
you think people would
But
care?
I'm not saying.
But I'm not
Do you
saying
think-
white-
I'm saying it doesn't
asking-
happen.
It doesn't
I'm saying
happen.
it doesn't happen.
Can you answer my question?
Uh-huh.
Do you think people would care
If what?
if you look at a white police brutality video?
No. But do you know why?
So what-
But do you know why?
Why?
Because do you think, all right, so who's most likely to get justice? A white person or a black person?
In wait,
What?
So
Whether-
if a situation where a white person was
these questions are
mistreated-
kind of vague.
Okay, if I was
Neither.
if a white person was mistreated in that situation, police brutality, versus a black person being mistreated in that situation with police brutality, who's most likely to get justice?
Justice in what concept? We're talking about going through the legal system.
As far as
Like
going
suing
through the
the
legal
police-
system and
they
getting the necessary
if they sue
punishment.
the cops, I think they will all get justice. But I think the legal system
Actually,
is
no, they
biased.
won't. No, they won't.
What do you mean? They
Because-
get paid some kind of reparations fee for
Because
that.
this is the thing. Cops, there's this legal definition for it, where they
I was
can
talking
get
about that
away
too, actually,
with
about that.
certain crimes.
Certain crimes.
Yeah,
right?
how they work.
And you
they
notice,
work certain crimes.
You notice
differently, yes.
how with all this stuff that's been broadcasted, it take time for them white cops to get
Charged
what
or
they
whatever,
de-
yeah.
Oh, not even what they deserve, but just charged.
Yeah.
Maybe
Suspended or
give them like a
whatever.
second degree. But with these black cops,
Okay.
they automatically
Wait,
was
got
like,
charged,
all right,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Wait, hold on,
There's
wait.
one
I can-
thing
wait,
I do want to
Yeah,
point
that's
out.
fact.
The key reason for this is the chief was a different race. Was a black person.
Oh my God!
And also, wait, hold on, I can point to a real life.
Even if the chief was
no.
an Asian person, you still
No,
think?
because black people hold other black people more accountable than other people hold their own race accountable. That is a fact.
I know that. But
So there's no way that she's just gonna let them roll scot-free.
nobody's saying
But all the
nobody's
shit that's going
rolling.
on, you're doing that
Nobody
to
said
our
nobody's
own
rolling
clients,
scot
bro. Like,
free.
yeah,
That's
no,
not what I said. I'm saying the timing of it to take for these
And
guys.
also, let's not
compared
forget,
to the timing it took.
Memphis.
Think about what was the
a
last
lot
one?
of crazy shit happens in Memphis.
a lot of
So-
crazy shit happens all over the country.
Not like Memphis though.
Not like Memphis. Yeah, Memphis is
wild
Memphis is like a
place.
hotspot.
Baltimore not a wild place. Chicago
is.
not a wild place.
Those-
Not compared to Memphis.
Missouri not a wild. St. Louis,
No.
Missouri not a wild place.
It is, but this is
You're
the
saying
thing.
compare. All right, so right now you're amplifying Memphis on a high. Like you
Yes.
you know. There's a reason why they call it Chirac.
Yes, I know Chicago. But what are you gonna do about guns when everyone just has a gun and you can't prove majority?
I ain't gonna lie.
And have the
Police
police-
are scared of
and
citizens in Chicago, bro.
And,
yeah.
and have the
You
police
can't
force
prove
there is
majority
corrupt
of their
anyway.
cases in Chicago.
Bro, I ain't
Literally,
gonna
those
lie.
guns are everywhere.
But then
Majority of it are gun crimes.
But you're saying that all right, Memphis, right, is like at the pedestal. of
Memphis is one of the most dangerous cities.
Yes. We knew that.
If something
We knew
like this
that.
happened in Chicago and Lightfoot had the opportunity, she's most definitely gonna throw these cops too.
Okay.
Under the-
Right. Just like y'all sat here was like, I gotta see everything that happened. You gotta take it to a factor.
That's what
of
happens
all-
when they go to court.
That's what happens with white cops. Before they come out and say, all right, we're thinking about charge. But with these black cops, it's no questions. It's like,
They got charges.
we know it's first degree. We might give him second. Second.
Raise my hand. But we know immediately what happened. The video, the body cam footage was immediately put out. It's like almost immediately as soon as it happened. So we all know exactly what happened.
George Floyd was immediately put out. So why did it take?
Like
they never got charged like within a week or two. Before
No, they never did.
They didn't even charge him at first. First of all, they didn't even
I just
charge
want
him.
to know, how much proof do you need?
Because you're talking about the camera
when
show.
bystanders
But
record this shit, it's
George
on the internet right
Floyd
away.
had the fucking camera.
Yeah, how much proof do you need?
So how much proof do you need?
Okay,
exactly. More than just the
didn't
body.
somebody just say earlier, innocent until proven guilty though?
Okay, you funny.
I'm not.
as shit.
Okay, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. We're not saying they're not guilty.
That's all I'm saying.
We never said they're not guilty, though.
But what you just
Khalifa,
asked,
you
how much
said
proof
that
do you
dumb
need?
shit.
We never said
Wasn't
they're.
that him that
But
said that?
the
I have no idea who said. I just know somebody said. Somebody just said innocent proven guilty
But it's
earlier, and I was just like, I'm
but
just
we're
roll with
not
that.
saying they're not guilty. That's not the thing.
Okay.
My thing is, just like y'all said, all right, I told y'all about both sides. You was like, we got to take into account everything going on before I can make a judgment. Okay, when it's with the white cops, the evidence is there.
Right.
The video's there. We got to take
What more proof do you need?
No,
It's in
okay,
the video.
Hold on.
You need to look at
Hold
the
on.
leadership.
Hold on.
You need to look at the what?
But hold on.
Leadership.
But hold
Who's
on.
in charge of the
Because we're gonna go back to
But hold on.
variables. That's what's happening. We're gonna start
Hold on,
arguing in
but
circles.
when it was white cops, we gotta take into account everything. We gotta look, look
Okay.
at the footage 1,000 times before we make that judgment.
First of all,
this time when it was black, we only had to look at it twice.
question. What was the race of the police chief in Minneapolis?
I don't know. It don't matter.
What was the race of the police chief in Baltimore?
Why
When
you
Freddie
guys
Gray
getting
got
into the
killed?
It don't matter.
technicalities?
No, it is.
That stuff matters.
It
but
does.
Okay,
No.
that's the reason why.
No,
it is.
it don't
Yes.
matter.
Okay, wait, hold
It
on.
don't
wait.
matter.
No,
Yes, it
yes,
does.
it does. Because why?
The decision maker does matter.
I gotta ask a question right now. Why is these Atlanta rappers getting charged now?
Can't they use?
It's a different leadership.
Yes, the leadership of the charge is actually freaking matters. Who was it? This now is a black woman that's in charge of the Atlanta. She's like she's
I heard about
she-
that. I heard
so
about that.
She's actually.
Can't they use
she actually
lyrics
cares.
and something or
Yeah.
something
Yes,
like that?
yes,
Yeah.
and that's
I
why
heard
T.I.
about
is trying
that.
to fight that right now, trying to say you can't use rap lyrics.
Right.
It's dumb. It's really dumb because they're self-snitching.
I agree to a certain extent. That
Yeah.
doesn't matter. We're
And
talking.
I
About,
just-
we're talking about you guys are kind of shifting the topic.
No.
You're
No,
talking. Listen,
no.
listen.
Let him talk. Let him talk.
You're talking about rap lyrics and the dumb shit rappers. We're talking about police brutality.
Oh no,
No.
let me tie it back in. The reason why I
But the
brought
leadership does matter. If that's the
Yeah,
point I'm trying
The
to make.
leadership does matter, but I'm saying
because of stuff like that is the reason why if you I don't like the cops, but if you actually support the cops,
Khalifa
you
loves
would
the
want. If you actually like,
he showed he loved the cops.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
I'll put in my donation soon.
No.
You guys got me, right?
I ain't gonna lie. You did.
Hey, yeah.
You know what? I ain't even gonna say it. I ain't gonna
Wait
say
till
it.
cameras on.
My thing is, it's not even like I'm saying everybody not guilty. I'm not saying like justice is not gonna serve itself. No, but I'm sorry, I can't be naive to think that they're not going to go a certain way with things when it's black versus
White.
when it's white.
I do
Mind
believe-
you, with this Memphis Joe, they just added a 6th officer, right? They just added a 6th officer that was involved. Guess what his race was?
White guy.
I
He was
think
a white guy.
He's white? Wow.
He was a white
Oh,
guy.
shit.
Part of that circle. Part of the whole people that was there. So they took account into all the black guys there.
Right.
And then now they want to come take their time and then
Technically,
Was he the white guy?
Was he the
Technically,
white guy?
he's not charged with a crime. He was just fired from the police.
So the white guy?
No,
Yeah.
no.
Was he a-
But like I said,
He did not attack the guy. He made a statement.
But like I said,
He said stomp on
but
him.
like I said, they're gonna take their time.
He just proved this whole point wrong.
But how did they
Wait,
prove
how?
it?
Because
He did not
because
attack
you just-
the
because he
guy.
didn't attack-
But
he said stomp on him.
He didn't
But
put
all
the-
of them didn't attack him. All of them didn't attack him though.
It doesn't matter.
Most
The
of-
point is, he
But
was
all 5 of those
Yeah, it
officers
doesn't
did, so
matter.
it doesn't
He was a
matter because
party.
all 5 of those
Okay, yes,
officers
I
did
didn't-
not
yes, I
attack
didn't
him.
attack
So
him,
how did
but
so
I
how did
didn't-
he prove my point?
Yes, I didn't attack him, but I held him up though. Right, I didn't put. Technically, I didn't hit him. I just held him up for the other guys that hit him. Come
right.
on now.
But
But if you,
He
it doesn't
instigated the
matter
situation
because
for the
either
worst.
way,
instigate
it
the
doesn't
situation
matter
for the
because
worst.
No. He
What?
came at the end and said stomp on him. How are you instigating from the beginning?
But do
when
you know
say
there's
that?
a charge for that? There's a charge for that
Yes.
when something goes down and
Accessory after the fact.
accessory.
After the fact.
So okay,
But-
so my thing is he's getting now added to the case
Right.
already going on with the 5 officers. And he's a white cop, but he was also an accessory,
But
just
also,
like another
no,
black
but
cop that
also
was an
they
accessory.
you need to
Right.
be able to prove it was his voice that said it. That was also
he's
one
already
of the
fired. It's
reasons.
been proven,
I have
right?
a question.
Yes.
Wasn't
They proved it internally, but then you're gonna have to prove it in the court of law. And there were more than those 6 people at the crime scene. There were way more officers than that.
I have a question.
Okay.
When during the George Floyd situation, those rookie cops that got fired, not all of them were white, right?
Not all
Wasn't
of them
one
were
of them
white.
Hispanic?
One
So
of
what
them was
can-
Hispanic.
So what can
One
you
of them
say
was
about that
Asian.
part then?
Oh, I still stand on what I said. They don't get. I mean, Hispanics do go through as minorities do as black, but if you look back, like the black people get it the worst more than any other race.
I think you guys are not understanding.
Like
his
I'm not
argument.
saying Hispanics don't like go through it with us.
No one is
like,
saying that
no.
other races don't go through it.
Yeah.
We're saying what gets broadcasted and who. If
and
anyone
who-
was to ask you a question right now, who goes through the most police brutality? What would you say? Because it's what we see on TV, right?
Because
no one goes to a computer
it
and
gets
search.
you clicks. That's the reason why. It's
that's
more
what it is,
sensational.
bro, if
No,
that's
because
what it
nobody
is.
cares if it happens to an Asian. We just went
If
through.
that's what it
wasn't
is,
in New
bro.
York? This is in a couple years. They had a whole stop Asian hate. Nobody cared about
remember that shit, yeah.
Nobody cared about
Right.
that.
America does.
Transgenders used
America
to get
did.
beat up. Well, transgenders
That joint had
used to get beat up.
hashtags. It
People
was
don't
on
care
game.
about
America
that.
did.
It was on
America
game.
did, but people.
The
but-
Asian-
but-
the
but-
stop
but-
Asian
But
hate was on
you
Apex.
know who America don't care about? Ding, 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 ding.
Name a law that Black Americans don't have that white people have.
What do you mean?
Name a law that Black African Americans have. I mean, name a law that African Americans don't have that white people have. Like, explain to me how they don't care, other than the police.
What you mean?
The
Explain
justice system
explain-
will be the only thing that matters, though,
I don't
in
care.
this situation.
Well, the justice system is biased to begin with. It's not objective.
In favor of who, though?
No,
Hold
it's
on.
not
Hold
objective.
on. In favor of who?
Let me take back what
Poor
I
people.
just. I'm not saying
Nigga said
America.
4 people.
No, that's the truth.
America don't care.
What are you saying,
Let
minorities?
me.
No.
Wait, hold on.
Hold on. Look, I'm a proud American.
We are proud of
I'm
Americans.
proud.
bro.
We are all proud Americans.
I'm a proud American.
I'm proud to be an American.
Say it, Kalu.
You know,
Look at your
Damn
man.
straight.
I'll stick with him with that one. You know, I'm proud to be American. You know, like I'm happy to be American to take advantage of this great country and what it has to offer. But then again, like I said, who gets treated the worst though?
What do you mean by that? Because you gotta point to things other than the cops.
I'm sorry, I don't know how else
Other than the
he
cops.
can say it.
Other than the cops, explain to me how else in society are we
Leonard,
treated differently?
in employment, we're treated differently. Right or wrong? I don't have to go into detail.
You don't even have to go. I
detail.
don't even know why you're waiting.
Bro,
I don't even know why.
I'm trying to remember a specific
In
study
terms of
about the site.
employment, what do you mean by that? There's literally affirmative action for men and women. And a lot of people get into jobs they're not qualified to get into. Is that not true? Do white people have that advantage of getting into a job they're not really qualified for?
Absolutely, 100%, 1,000%.
No, but is there a law
1,000%
that allows it?
You said, is there a law?
Yes.
There's no law
For black people, is there not affirmative action?
for them to get into a position that they're not qualified for.
Yeah, for some people.
No,
That's
not
literally
as, not
what
as well
that
as
is
white
literally
people.
what diversity
Not-
hire is.
Not as not. No.
That's what it is.
Diversity hire.
No,
That's literally
no,
what it is.
no, no.
That
You're
you
not.
can't-
No,
you're not
I'm
hired
talking.
for your-
talking about.
Hold on. Diversity hire literally means you're not hired because of your skill. You're hired because you have
Like,
this.
look at Harvard. They were just sued by.
But when did that?
Like,
All right, so you're talking about diversity. All right, let's go to diversity hire. Let's go to diversity hire.
Is like you're not hired based off really your skill. You're hired because this job needs a particular like different thing. Like maybe it's you're gay, maybe it's you're black, maybe it's you're a woman, maybe it's you're like you're an Asian. This other type of minority. You're not really hired because of your skill. You're hired because we need
And if you
this.
check
And when was
multiple
diversity
boxes,
hire
they're gonna-
implemented? When was diversity hire implemented?
70s, 60s, 70s.
No, it was not. You're capping.
No, that's when it started.
You know you
being
on my phone, bro.
Bro, pull your phone out. Pull
Y'all
your
niggas
phone out.
about to piss me off, bro.
You guys are gonna say,
Y'all
"Oh,
about
it
to
was
piss
in
me
the
off.
2000s." In the NFL,
I think
yes,
that's when it was.
in the
That's when it was.
2000s.
That's when it was coined.
But-
Like that's
How
when
we
the
go
name came
how
out.
we go from the 70s to the 2000s?
No, I'm saying in the NFL, it's in the 2000s that they have the Rooney Rule.
What was you gonna say?
I'm
Actually, I
gonna
want to
be
hear
on my
that.
phone, bro.
Like literally, Harvard since the 90s,
Bro.
has been doing diversity admission.
Yeah, that is true.
Bro, Harvard, bro, any.
This is a fact.
I don't even want to say anything anymore because like it's just. You know what? We live in a perfectly equal society.
Nobody said
No,
that.
we don't.
that you know.
Nobody said that.
No, like white.
No, you're putting words in our mouths. Now.
Okay. We live in a place where
Everyone's treated like shit.
Everybody is.
Everybody's
treated like shit. That's what I'm saying.
All right. Y'all got it.
Everybody's treated like shit, meaning we're all treated equally. If that's what you're saying.
Like shit. Yeah. Okay. Fine. If you want to go down that route, I'll take the hit. I say yeah. Everyone's treated
When
equally
I
like
said
shit.
it,
No,
but
you're
they-
saying black people are only people.
No, I
exclusively
said
treated like
everybody's
shit.
equally. That we live in a society. I didn't even say black people. I said we live in a society where everybody's
but you
treated
can
equally.
literally take away from everything that we just argued just now. We'll debate it. You can literally say that black people specifically are
at
treated
the end,
this way.
I just agreed to y'all where I just said everybody's society is
That's
treated
very
equally.
condescendingly. No offense, that's very condescendingly the way you did that though.
But it's just what y'all just said. Just like
But
you
you're
said, everybody's treated like
it's
shit.
It's okay.
So
can't even-
everybody's treated
black
equally.
people
First of all,
actually-
I don't believe everyone is treated equally. People are treated based off of a multitude of factors. Number one is income. That is a fact.
But that goes back
Hold on.
into our
Now, okay, that leads me to ask this question.
Bro, you
That
can't,
leads me
you
to ask
can't
this
now
question.
say.
No, that's a
Okay,
fact.
so you're telling me now income, right?
Income is probably number one.
So where's black people ranked in income compared to white people?
Last.
This is hilarious, dog.
So because of income, they get treated differently, right?
Yes.
Okay, so somebody in last is gonna get treated differently from
And also-
someone first.
Let's look at it. Why do you think income is so different?
Tell me.
Education is one.
Mm-hmm.
Where they grow up is another. Where they get into the gang life and doing dumb shit.
But you just said
And-
everybody's treated equally.
But you just said everybody is treated like shit. So
I didn't
basically-
say- I didn't
well,
say
you
that.
said,
I said
he
that.
said everybody's treated like
said
shit.
that.
Yeah.
I have my own specific reason why I said that.
But I can't believe you
Because
guys, bro. I
my
really can't.
worldview is kind of different from y'all's, but literally. But go ahead.
Everybody has their own perspective on the topic. I just think.
Yeah,
personally,
I mean, I can agree to disagree.
I think
like
you guys are insane.
Everybody.
But I'm gonna say it how it is. I think y'all are insane.
No.
Everybody has their perspective of the topic.
Even if you
Do you watch the news?
If you do it in terms of black people, right? Look at where people grow up compared to how they turn out.
I grew up in PG.
That's
what
not
you trying to
everybody
say?
though.
No.
No. He's trying to say that. Are you trying to say that some people come from a good home and
Yes.
end up in shit?
Yes.
That's life decisions. That has nothing to do with.
Yeah.
No,
what we're
it's
saying.
because
Whoa,
of people
but
you
White people
hang
do,
out with.
white people do
Wait,
the same
hold on.
shit though.
Wait,
Yes.
White people do
That
the
is
same shit.
literally what I'm trying to make the point of.
Everything that what you just said just negated everything that he's been arguing this entire time. Your life decision determines where you end up at. Those people that getting beat up by
But how
cops,
did anything I
their
just
life
said negate
decisions
whatever
ended
he
up
argued?
there.
But how did that guy's life decision end him?
No, that's just a really poor, shitty situation. But the majority
What
of
we talking about?
times,
What we talking about?
the guy in Memphis,
All
right?
right,
That's
but
the guy.
how did George Floyd's life decision end up?
You want to go down that route? All right, first off,
Your foot's on my neck.
Or
I can't
Rodney
breathe.
King.
hold on, wait. I know I want to go down. I really don't know Rodney King's situation.
Like how did all
Everyone's
those life
just going down a rabbit. This
like
conversation
how
is
did
just a
all
rabbit
that?
hole.
But the thing is, my thing is, how did
I can
Trayvon's
hold on, wait. I
Trayvon
can,
Martin's life
But my
decision
argument
ended up,
about us
like,
being
no,
treated
that
differently,
the
like,
Trayvon
that's
Martin
insane,
case is
bro.
kind of different because
But how about Freddie Grays? How about Breonna Taylor? Like,
hold on, Breonna
how did-
Taylor's hold on. You're,
But how did those life
hold on,
decisions?
wait.
Freddie Gray committed
But
a
I'm-
crime. He got arrested.
Breonna
They
Taylor
didn't
is a
lock him
criminal.
in the
And I'm gonna say
bus
that.
The
properly.
dude cracked Nancy Pelosi's skull and
Not his
Her
not
husband.
her husband's skull, and did not get any of those treatments. People that
Look,
are
this is an argument no one is ever gonna win. Because
Yeah,
people
it
will
is.
Just
It's not.
Take
It's
the
not.
points that they like
and they're
It's
gonna
not.
run
stick
with that.
Yeah,
I'm not even.
And
I'm
hold
not
on,
even.
I want to debunk the Breonna Taylor
Yeah.
situation, right? First off, Breonna Taylor's a criminal. Can you agree
Breonna
that?
Taylor
Is a criminal. You know that, right?
Is a criminal?
Yes.
How's she a criminal?
Okay, first off, she was holding the drugs for you. Hold on. How many men besides Breonna Taylor was involved in that situation?
They freaking raided her house.
Do you know why they raided her house?
Wasn't it?
They got
because
the
of her
wrong
boyfriend?
address.
Bro,
They got the
my
wrong
friend-
address.
No,
No,
they
no,
did
that's
not.
that.
No,
But I heard the same story.
They got the wrong
I heard the
address.
same
That
story.
is wrong. They have the right address.
I heard the same story.
No, that's not true. They have the right address. It was a multi-house raid. That's what happened. So it was a multi-house raid. Breonna Taylor was dating this one guy who was a
I
big
heard it was her
dealer
boyfriend,
in that
yeah.
area.
Her boyfriend.
Her ex-boyfriend. There's two guys. Her first
shit.
boyfriend
Okay.
was the main guy that the cops were targeting. He was living in Breonna Taylor's house. Breonna Taylor knew exactly what was going on because a couple of years prior, before that raid, the cops found a rental with a dead body in it assigned to Breonna Taylor. There's no way you could not have known that your boyfriend was up to some shady stuff. On top of that, they have him in jail. They have the boyfriend in jail telling somebody to tell Breonna to go get the money to get him out on bail. They knew exactly what was going on. On top of that, the boyfriend that was in the house when the raid happened was also a drug dealer at the time, a lower level. The only reason why he never got charged was because he said that he didn't know what was going on and all that stuff. The house was right. Breonna Taylor knew exactly what was going on. But see, she wasn't an EMT or whatever it was when she was
Right.
fired. She been got fired for that job. That whole situation is scuffed. Then
They put a lot of false info
It's a
out on
lot
that,
of false
yeah,
information
they put a
out there
lot of
really
false
to that
info.
case.
So they raided it. They found the drugs and they found the exact husband
they
that
didn't
did
find
it
the
and
drugs in that house. The only reason
Okay,
why
so they didn't
hold on,
find
well, wait.
evidence
Let me
in
finish.
there. Okay.
The reason why they didn't find the drugs in that house because the situation changed. They went in there for a drug bust. If they were able to do the drug bust, they probably would have found something. However, because there was a shooting involved, it changed the situation at the scene. It became from a drug bust to a shooter situation. Therefore, now they're going in there searching for ballistics.
Right.
That's the reason why the whole situation. They never went in there looking for drugs. That's the reason why that happened.
And then on top of that, they found the actual boyfriend in the home as well. Like So
She got shot in her home, right?
She got shot in her home.
her
yes,
home, right.
yes.
No,
and she
I'm
wasn't
talking about
shot in the bed either.
They found the first boyfriend in there.
I'm not too sure. I'm pretty sure they did, but I don't remember. I don't remember. But they definitely got the current boyfriend that was living in the house at the time,
So my thing
and
is,
everyone
they
was
didn't-
blaming him for that too.
They didn't find evidence. They didn't find the first boyfriend. So it was a perfectly executed raid. Okay.
Okay, so hold up.
Did you not see what you just did?
No.
Did you not see what you just
What
did?
about that video that you guys sent
Did you-
of that
Video.
guy shooting all the officers? That one was
Okay.
a perfectly executed raid also, but he shot at the
No,
officers.
he raided them.
So how was that different
He
than
raided
this
them.
situation?
It's not different because he defended his
He
house.
was defending.
You ready, Foster? Don't come here.
All you niggas gonna die. Time rolling.
Don't come here.
My opponent know how to step and crush
You're not
my
coming
own.
here.
Totally wood.
His home.
The boyfriend was defending
It
his
was,
home. They were
it was a
sleep,
church-
but they were
church
sleep,
warrant.
but they were sleeping. So if somebody busted your house, you're not gonna know what's going on.
Yeah.
You're gonna just defend.
Yes,
That's your instinct. So
Especially out of
I'm
sleep.
not arguing with that. They both defended their homes. I'm
Yes,
not
and that's
arguing with
the-
that.
and
But
then
my
someone
thing
got
is,
killed.
my thing is this situation. They found the evidence of the drugs. They found the actual boyfriend, the first boyfriend in the house. So they killed Breonna Taylor.
They didn't find the first boyfriend in the house. They found the second one in the house. They didn't
find the first boyfriend or the evidence.
They found the fifth boyfriend or the sixth boyfriend.
So is that
Question.
You're blatantly ignoring what I'm saying right now.
If you're a police officer and someone fires a shot, you're telling me you're not gonna shoot back.
If you don't announce yourself as a police officer,
I believe that statement. If you don't announce yourself,
you gotta announce yourself.
But a police officer is gonna shoot back because it was a no-knock warrant.
Well, if it's a no-knock warrant, cool. But
hold on.
But I have to be a certain caliber of felon to be that.
No, you do not. No, you do not.
Okay, so what do I have to do? What do I have to do?
They need evidence in order. First off, to do a raid, you need evidence. To issue a no-knock warrant, you need beyond evidence. They knew. The original.
You're right. No. I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you.
I'm about to give you a lot of evidence. I'm about to give you a lot of evidence.
I'm agreeing with you, but I'm saying you can't put me because I don't sell drugs. I don't gang bang or nothing. So if you put, even if it's a no-knock warrant on me, I'm still gonna shoot back because what
nobody's saying
what evidence can you prove that I did something? Hold on. Knowing the type of guy I am. That's like you getting a no-knock warrant and then you shooting back and then you say, oh, because there's a no-knock warrant, it's justified.
Nobody said it was justified.
No, I'm saying if you're an officer, you're not gonna shoot back at the person who fired.
They were literally trained.
Yeah, they're trained to kill, shoot to kill.
No, they're not.
Of course, officers are trained shoot to kill.
They're trained to stop a threat.
No,
yes, they are.
Officers are trained shoot to kill.
No, they're not. Show me where. Show me where in the context.
Google it.
So you think
officers are trained shoot to kill?
You think officers are trained when they pull out that gun, Leonard? Bro, when they pull out, why do you think they have tasers? Hold on, why do you think they have tasers? That's to slow you down.
It's a less lethal method.
Yes.
So if they pull out a gun, what are they trying to do?
When they bring out the gun, they're trained to kill.
I don't know if they're trained to kill, but I know if they pull out that gun,
why are you arguing
it's a different.
Why are you arguing that?
Bro, they're trained to shoot to kill.
No. Okay, hold on, wait.
But back to what you were saying earlier, you said, do you think if an officer comes into your house, you don't know it's an officer, you're just in bed sleeping, and it's a no-knock warrant like you said, right? It was a no-knock warrant. What do you think an average person's gonna do who has a weapon?
Defend your home.
Not grab the gun?
Defend your home.
But what I'm saying is,
your home is under attack.
Fed or not, if it's a no-knock warrant, you don't have to announce yourself. Do you think he's not going to grab the gun? Whether the gun is legal or not.
Who do you guys think is actually responsible? Is it the cops or the people who made the law?
That's a situation I'm not too educated on. I don't know exactly
we can't even go into that because in the situation at hand, what happened? They came with a no-knock warrant.
They fired. They fired back.
They fired back, and
because they didn't know who they were. I'm sure.
It's a no-knock warrant.
And then someone dies.
Someone died. That's inevitable.
How are you gonna blame the police officers?
It says shoot to kill, right?
Hold on.
I'm gonna ask a question.
It says shoot to kill, right?
Before I get to there, I'm gonna ask you a quick question.
No, because it's police.
You're breaking into a criminal's house.
I want to ask a question.
Do you think he doesn't have a gun? Or
no, he has a gun.
Okay.
So you have to be ready.
That's inevitable then. Somebody gonna get hit.
Wait, hold on. I have a question. Why did why was the boyfriend in the house said Breonna was the one that shot the cop? Why was the boyfriend in the house said that Breonna was the one that shot the cop?
I rest my case on that one.
He literally said that, and there's a video of him saying that.
I was about to say something out of pocket. I ain't even gonna say it.
No, say it.
No.
Do you want me to show it where it shows police are trained to shoot to kill?
I will answer your.
No, I asked mine first.
I'm looking it up right now. I'm looking it up.
You trying to put it on me like
no, wait. I'll answer yours and you'll answer mine. And I'll admit if I'm wrong.
So wait. You don't think police are trained to shoot to kill?
Depends on what state you are.
If I remember correctly, the statement.
No, they're trained to shoot to kill.
I know different.
How can you just? How can you?
Police officers have a union. They're in they have a fraternal order union. They're trained shoot to kill. Like police officers are trained.
Can you answer my question while I'm looking this up?
I can look it up and I'll give you that.
For the sake of argument, I will grant you your purpose that officers are trained to kill. Now, can you answer my question? Why did the boyfriend say Breonna was the one that shot the gun? Because if what he said was true, are the cops justified at shooting at the person that shot at them then?
Absolutely.
So why did he say that then? Why do you think he said?
I don't know. He was under duress.
Wow, you see how
he was under duress.
Because he survived that whole altercation, right? Because she died, obviously.
You said what?
he survived that whole altercation.
Yeah, he survived. He survived.
He was under duress.
Now, mind you this. I want to throw out this hypothetical situation. If what he said is true, Breonna took the hits. Does that make sense? Now, he says now that he shot the gun. How did he get no shots? He was nothing in him, but Breonna took all the bullets.
I don't know how many officers were shooting.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if he really like jumped off and like started going into defense mode to try to defend, and Breonna was just collateral with bullets flying all over. So I can't tell why he didn't get shot and why Breonna Taylor was, you know, the collateral that was just there, probably defenseless. Like, what's going on? I don't know. But at the end of the day, like you said, a lot of false things, narratives was put out there and everything.
Nothing that I said about the Breonna Taylor stuff was false.
No. I'm saying.
Okay, yeah.
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. Right now with you. I'm defensive right now with you. He's not even listening and saying that right now I'm with you. Okay, so a lot of false narratives was put out there and everything. So technically, a lot of people don't know the real true story of what happened and stuff. Cool. But then again, like, you know, I always go back to what I said. It's always us with the shorter end of the stick. Like, you know, I mean, we make bad decisions as a race. Other races make bad decisions and everything. But we always end up with the shortest stick, it seems like.
But, like, even in different situations, like, I'm sure you guys have heard even the housing market. Like, have y'all heard about it? Have y'all heard about it?
Hold on, I'm asking. Have y'all heard about it? Have you heard about it?
What's going on?
Expand.
Yeah.
So a guy. So it was a guy, right? He's a big time investor. So he went and had his house appraised.
Oh yeah, that's actually.
He had his house appraised. Mind you, he has the money. He's not like no. He has real estate.
Right. This is actually a thing that I actually agree with.
Got his house appraised
instead of police brutality.
Got his house appraised, but that's my thing. It's not just police brutality. It translates to we always get the shorter end of the stick.
The point is, it's not just about police brutality.
Look, but those are two completely different topics.
Khalifa,
police brutality
it is different topics.
It's different topics, but I'm translating that.
It's the same shit.
We always get the shorter end of the stick.
That's what you guys are
It's different topics, yes.
Don't bring technicalities here.
No, I'm gonna bring technicalities.
Because because he got it appraised. So the guy got it appraised. He's an African American, got it appraised.
I think I know the story.
Got it for a certain amount. He hired his white friend to go get it appraised again, and they raised the value almost another $100K.
Yeah,
on top of the value.
Listen. The house was not. The condition was not changed.
It was not.
You know what? All they did? They removed all the frames of the black family in the photos. That's all they removed. Got it reappraised. And put white family photos in there
to come sit in and get it appraised. And he almost got.
You can't tell me
about $100K over what he initially got it appraised for.
Now look, I agree that situation is scuffed and it's bullshit. That should never happen. I agree with that.
I mean, I agree too.
Everyone can agree to that.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, now, however, there's a real difference between one individual appraiser saying that this house is worth this compared to that, then you trying to blame the whole system.
But listen, if it's going off, I don't know if every appraisal company goes off of the same metrics, but I would assume it's very similar.
Okay,
when it comes to appraising a house,
exactly right.
I would assume it's very, very similar.
But then,
and I'm sure it changes. Like the value can obviously going to change based on state, city, and and zip code and all that.
Right. All that plays a factor.
I'm sure like the metric system is very, if not the same. So
and also there's at least a standard. That's crazy.
Bro, and also, if this, you can actually get your license taken away if it's proven.
But then the thing is, a lot of people started. That started a trend for a lot of these African Americans to start following that trend because, given that shows in like full evidence what goes on with us. When we go to do, why do you think when they say black folks go in to get approval for loans and everything, they get denied compared to white folks? It's just situations like that. It's not even there are things that do go into factor, like where you live, where you're, your income, like what you make money doing and all that. But then again, it doesn't take away from the fact that at the end of the day, we always get the shorter end of the stick when we do the same.
Do you agree with that statement?
When we do the same exact shit.
I want you to put your mic really close when you answer. You agree with that statement?
I have never experienced this in my life.
Where are you from, Khalifa? Like in the U.S. Like where are you from?
Carroll.
Say it. Where are you from?
Carroll.
He loved Carroll County.
I've never experienced it.
I know.
So you would agree that your perspective is different from
my
us.
perspective is completely different from you guys.
Yeah. But I understand.
Do you love the cops?
But no.
No, I'm asking. Do you love the cops?